How would you describe your identity?
I would describe my identity as being very multi-layered and complex. I am biracial. I'm half Korean and I'm half white. But I feel as though identity has formed in so many different ways where it's actually very simplistic for me to just simply say I'm biracial or I'm Korean American. I feel as though so much of what I've went through in my life has informed me in a way where I feel like I'm a strong woman first, who has various elements of the way that I live culturally as being infused by Korean influence, but also American influence. I feel like I've grown up in an urban area, so I have a lot of urban influences in my life. I'm a mother, I'm an educator, I'm an activist. So, just generally speaking, as far as identity, beyond just like race and culture, there are other elements too, which helps me to identify who I am. So it's very complex.
What makes you you?
Wow. What makes me me? I think what makes me me, more than anything else, is that one, I try to be very, very honest. I try to understand why I do things the way that I do. I try to be very intentional in everything, like all the choices and decisions that I make, from who I'm friends with, to the type of career I have, to the poetry I write, to the people I love. I try to be very, very intentional because I want everything that I do in my life to come from a place of authenticity, of a place of sincerity. So,
how important is your identity to you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that question.
How important is your identity to you?
My identity is very important to me because I feel as though I have to know who I am in order to make the best decisions for myself. And I need to know who I am and what my values are so that I can surround myself with people who are not necessarily just like me, but who will support me and complement me in all of the various things that I care about and that I strive towards.
Was there a time when you discovered yourself?
Was there a time when I discovered myself? I think that I'm always discovering myself. I believe that every day brings something new to our lives that may challenge what we might have previously believed, or maybe even introduce us to ideas and feelings and just possibilities that we hadn't even thought of before. Maybe we've seen them for other people, but maybe we've never seen it for ourselves. At least that's what I think for myself. So I think I'm constantly in a state of discovery.
Are there any experiences that you would say have shaped you to who you are?
I definitely think, and in terms of experiences that have shaped me, that I would say there are two main ones. The first is the career that I've had as a professional spoken word poet. Being a professional spoken word poet, I've had the opportunity to travel all over the world, as well as outside of the United States. And I've met all kinds of people, and I've had opportunities to participate in and learn about other cultures that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do. So I think that's very definitely a defining and shaping moment or a series of experiences. But I also think being a mother has also shaped me a great deal. I think that we never really understand just how intensely we can love someone until we have children, and priorities become different once you have children. So I think those two experiences.
Are there any special things that represent your identity that are important to you?
Can you repeat that question again?
Are there any special things that represent your identity that are important to you?
Well, I think the things in my life that represent my identity that are important to me are first my children and also my poetry. I put so much of my heart into both of those things, and so, and both of those things go out into the world to a certain extent. So definitely my children and my poetry.
How How do you communicate your identity to others?
How do I communicate
Your identity to others?
I think there are two main ways that I communicate my identity to others. One, as an educator. I'm a professor at a college in Philadelphia, and so I feel like, you know, when I'm in the classroom and I'm trying to impart whatever it is, whatever knowledge it is that I'm trying to share with my students, I'm also trying to get them to think about their own lives and how whatever it is that they're learning is relevant and that they can carry with them. You know, that it's not, the classroom is not just, at least my classroom anyway, is not just a place where they're trying to get a grade, that they're actually discovering, they're on their own journey of self-discovery. And then definitely through my poetry, I think I am most honest when I'm on stage. And so my poetry is another way where I feel free to really express who I am and what I believe in and what's important to me.
What is one thing that most people don't know about you that you'd like them to know?
I think that one thing that people on the outside perceiving me who don't know me, that I'd like them to know, is that I actually can be, I think most people see me as being very serious and angry because of my poetry, but I think that what I really want them to know is that I'm actually pretty funny, you know, a lot of the time with people who are close to me. I do like to joke a lot and have fun, and I don't know if people who don't know me really get that about me, so yeah. Sure, thank you.